Your constant need to be applauded or to be seen as a productive person or a busy person or a helpful person or even a dependable person by people is what is constantly holding you back. It's one of the things that are keeping you overwhelmed and overstressed. That even after all the applause, after all the crowds cheering you, when you come back, you don't still feel like you're living for yourself. You don't still feel like you're happy or you're feeling fulfilled. That is what is called being in the good girl trap. And in this video, we are going to discuss what it is to have a good girl syndrome, being the good girl trap, and how you can break free from it so that you have to start living a life that even if you're a good person, you're not walking around trying to parade yourself as a good person. Hi, my name is Gift, and in this channel, I'm dedicated to sharing meaningful lessons for people like me, people who are looking to live a holistic, mindful, and authentic life. Before we go further into how to break free from the good girl trap, let's briefly talk about what exactly the good girl trap is. What does it mean to be a good girl? So I first learned this term from Diana Lang or Diane Lang. Lang. I'm sorry, I'm an African. I'm not very good at pronouncing foreign names. My name is Diane, and I heard this from a podcast interview where she was explaining what it means to actually have the good girl syndrome. And according to psychology and also according to explanation, it means that constant need to be applauded, the constant need to be seen as a helpful person or a dependable person, or you having this fear of conflicts or the need to be liked by people or the need to want to please people or make people like you. Simply equals to being a people pleaser, living your life in a way that everybody sees you as a particular thing that you're not. That is exactly what the good girl trap is. So I found the statistics that says that 56% of women are actually people pleasers. And I'm very sure that if they expand that data or that research globally, we're going to see that the numbers are actually higher. Now, I know you might say, why would you say that? Oh my God, I'm not a people pleaser. I'm a woman. I have boundaries. Well, unconsciously, and as we're going to discuss further in this video, actually into that unconsciously, you may have become a people pleaser or unconsciously you are a people pleaser and you don't even know. Very recently, I actually found out that I was actually displeasing myself to please somebody. And if you had told me months earlier that I was displeasing myself to please this other person, I would have said it's a lie. But it was after the scenario, after the whole situation happened, that I actually found that yes, I have actually been displeasing myself to please this person who clearly does not give a bloody damn about me. That is how people pleasing works. So most of this people pleasing, good girl syndrome, or being in the good girl trap thing started as a cultural thing. Women are often cultured or raised to be something, to look a particular way, dress a particular way, speak a particular way. And this is one of the reasons why I do not endorse many of this high value woman bullshit that is on TikTok and the entire internet. So we always tell people, oh, look like this, talk like this, oh, don't do this. When you do this, don't do that. And we forget to actually draw the line between advising somebody to, be well mannered or well cultured, or have good etiquette, and then telling the person, oh, you should become somebody that you're not. It's a very thin line. It's a very, very thin line. And we don't know how to, and we often don't know how to draw that line to make it a bit thicker. And now we raise girls who grow up being people pleasers. Or now they want to be likable, or they want to look like a high value woman, or they want to be perceived as old money, or they want to be perceived as a good girl. Now, another fault is that we often tell women that, oh, as a woman, you're naturally a nurturer. You should go out and nurture people. Women bring life into this earth. Women are there to mold people and build people. That's why you see a lot of girls go into relationships that don't serve them because they want to nurture. They want to be seen as this person who is here to support you and build you into something you're not. You're not a fertilizer. A woman is not a fertilizer. This is one of the problems we have with the society. And unconsciously, many of us were actually raised to think that, oh, as a woman, you're supposed to nurture, you're supposed to do things this way. Yes, I know that women are naturally nurturers. Women are really good at giving something life and actually making that thing to bloom. But trying to impose it on the heads of young girls or the heads of children, how do you expect them to say the word? As I said, it's a very thin line. And many of these teachers did not actually thicken that line. So we know the difference between the two. And that's why a lot of women actually grow up and end up becoming people pleasers. So now, how do we actually break free from all this whole people pleasing mindset or from this good girl trap or remove that good girl badge or that good girl syndrome? How do we break free from all of this? The first thing I'm going to tell you is the mindset shift. Mindset is the most important thing. You need to learn how to differentiate kindness as a virtue that you have or kindness as a point of view. That is kindness from like, oh, I'm actually naturally a kind person because I just want to be kind. The world is already cruel. or being a kind person because you want to show XYZ people that you're actually a good person. The next thing is separating respect from approval. You don't want to get somebody's approval. You want to be respected because yes, we owe each other respect. We need to respect everybody. So if you're being a good person because you want to be approved by some group of people, you want to be seen as someone who's actually good, I want you to turn that around and start saying that, no, I'm not being nice to you because I want you to, or I'm not being this person because I want you to be nice to me, because you are supposed to respect me. You're supposed to respect my time. The other thing is your worth is not performance. And this is where I will go into this whole high value woman thing that is in trend on social media. Your worth is not a thing of performance. Your value is not in the kind of hair or the kind of nails or the kind of designs you're putting on. Your value is in your character, is in your mindset, is in your actions. Yes, your outfit actually matters, the way you sit, the way you talk, all these things actually matter. But that performance of wanting to appear as a high value woman, as an old money woman, that is not where your value actually lies. So you need to start changing the mindset from there. You need to start learning how to say no. I cannot afford a lot of things right now, and I'm not ashamed of saying it. I'm not ashamed to say it. I don't have the money. I'm sorry. If you think it's so weird, why don't you give me the goddamn money? You want to start practicing things like, oh, thank you so much for the invitation, but I can't commit to this right now because of XYZ reason. It would be like, oh my God, why? I'm like, I just can't. Full stop. So explaining for that. You don't owe anybody an explanation as to why you cannot do something for them. You need to be very self-aware. You need to work on your self-awareness to know, are you actually being busy right now because of you need to be busy or because of you feel guilty that you're not busy? You want to be sure that you're not wearing the business badge because of you want people to see you as a productive person or as a busy person, and you actually want to be busy, or you want to get productive because you need to do it for your own good. This is probably one of the most cliche things, set boundaries, but then it's something that you can never overemphasize. You can always tell people, oh, I don't do this anymore, or oh, I cannot deliver this anymore. Oh, I used to do this before, but I can't do it anymore. And if people are like, oh, why are you just like, I just can't. I just realized it's not good for me. It's really not that hard. And I know, yes, it's really hard for some people, and it's fine, take your time. But you must learn it. It's something you need to do for your own good. Some of you over apologize for everything. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, please. Sorry, thank you. You look like a clown. Stop it. It's irritating to constantly say sorry for things that are clearly not your fault. You need to learn how to stop over apologizing to people. Stop it. Reduce the apologies. Only say sorry when you're wrong. That's literally what apologies are for. Or when you're trying to like, oh, I'm sorry. Hi. Can I get a direction? Maybe you're apologizing because you want to take like 5 minutes of your time. No, oh my God, I'm so sorry that I did it when you clearly did not do anything wrong. In summary, leave sorries for the genuine moments, the times you're supposed to actually apologize. Apologies are not for everything. I need to rewire your inner voice. It's just like working on your mindset, but you want to rewire the voices that come into you. It's like, oh, I need to be nice because people need to see me that I'm nice. No, you need to be nice because the world needs more kindness. With everything we've discussed in this video today, let me know if you've ever found yourself in a good girl trap, or if you just realized that you are unconsciously in the good girl trap, or you have any of the good girl syndromes that we mentioned, including over apologizing, trying to always appear as a busy person, or someone who is overly helpful or so dependable. Let me know in the comments, because I have already shared that, yes, I found out that I do have the good girl syndrome unconsciously. I have been displeasing myself to please other people recently, and there is no shame. And thank God that I've actually realized that. So let me know in the comments if you have any of the syndromes and how you're actually working towards getting over it. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and most importantly, share and leave me a comment, and I'll see you in the next video.